Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh my goodness. Let me just tell you, the week of August 31st through September 4th is shaping up to be an absolute roller coaster of emotions. I have been watching the events unfold, and I just have to share all these heavy thoughts weighing on my heart. We are looking at some seriously dark plots, terrifying threats, and the kind of sabotage that makes you want to shout right at your television screen. The drama in Port Charles never really sleeps, does it? It just takes a quick nap and wakes up crankier than a bear in spring. I am so eager to unpack all of this with you because there are so many loose ends dangling and some incredibly shady behavior that has me worried sick for our favorite characters. First of all, I need to talk about Carly Spencer. Bless her heart, that woman has the strongest motherly intuition I have ever seen, and right now her warning bells are ringing loud and clear. Carly is feeling deeply unsettled about her daughter Jocelyn Jax, and she is actually turning to Valentine Cassadine for help to keep a watchful eye on her. Now, I know Carly and Valentine have been exploring their own romantic connection lately, despite Sonny trying his hardest to ruin it, but seeing Carly lean on Valentine for something this important really shows how much trust is building between them. Carly just senses that there is a massive danger lurking in the shadows, specifically from the WSB, and she is not about to sit back and let her baby girl get caught in the crossfire. And speaking of Jocelyn, hold on to your hats, because this completely blew my mind. Jocelyn has decided to step up and take on the massive role of CEO at Jasper Jax Enterprises. On the surface, it looks like a young woman taking charge of her family legacy, but the truth is so much wilder. I could hardly believe my eyes when I realized that Jocelyn is actually a fully trained WSB agent. Can you imagine? This sweet girl we have watched grow up is now a secret agent, and taking this CEO job is actually a direct order for her newest undercover mission. It makes me so proud, but also so terrified for her. She is playing with fire, mixing corporate business with international espionage. She will not back down easily, no matter what kind of storm is brewing on the horizon. But of course, nothing is ever easy in Port Charles, and Jocelyn already has a snake in the grass working against her. Hudson Parker is doing absolutely everything in his power to sabotage Jocelyn and force her to reject the CEO position. I have watched him making these hushed, secretive phone calls, promising whoever is on the other end of the line that he will change Jocelyn's mind. It makes my skin crawl just thinking about what kind of underhanded tricks he is planning to pull. But here's the thing Hudson does not realize. He is barking up the wrong tree. Hudson is severely underestimating her strength, and I honestly think his dirty little schemes are going to blow up right in his face and leave him in a very sticky situation. Now, let us shift gears and talk about Sonny Corinthos. I have to say, despite all of Sonny's stubbornness and his need to control everything, his loyalty to his friends is something you just have to admire. Sonny is working overtime to keep a very serious promise he made to Laura Collins. With Laura being out of town, Sonny has taken it upon himself to act as the fierce protector of all their loved ones. He is like a guard dog standing watch over the family, and he has good reason to be on high alert. He knows that the dangerous Jen Sidwell is still a massive threat, even though the man is locked away behind bars. I am just praying that Sonny's protective measures are enough to keep everyone safe from harm during this turbulent time. Speaking of Jen Sidwell, the situation over at Pentonville is giving me absolute nightmares. Sidwell is not just sitting quietly in his cell. He is plotting, scheming, and bringing a dark cloud over the entire prison. When a man like that has nothing but time on his hands, he becomes 10 times more dangerous. He is like a spider spinning a web in the dark, just waiting for a fly to get tangled up. I have this terrible sinking feeling that Sidwell is pulling strings on the outside while making life a living hell for anyone unlucky enough to cross his path on the inside. I just know that Sidwell's presence in that prison is going to lead to some heartbreaking consequences for the people we care about, and it makes my stomach tie up in knots just thinking about it. And that brings me to my biggest worry of the week, Curtis Ashford. My heart just aches for Curtis because he has been thrown into the worst possible situation imaginable. Curtis has just become Jen Sidwell's brand new cellmate at Pentonville. Lord have mercy, I cannot even fathom the kind of danger Curtis is in right now. While Sidwell might just seem like a minor annoyance to Curtis at this very moment, I know deep down that this is the beginning of a terrifying ordeal. Curtis is going to have to sleep with one eye open and watch every single word he says. If Sidwell tries to threaten him or, heaven forbid, offers him some kind of twisted alliance, Curtis is going to have to walk a very fine line to stay alive. I am praying for his safety every single day. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, we have a completely different kind of trouble brewing with Ava Jerome and Drew Kane. You know Ava, she is always stirring the pot and getting her hands dirty. She and Drew have cooked up this wild, risky scheme to get the upper hand on Jack Brennan. Ava's grand plan is to secretly drug Brennan's drink, just to knock him out or keep him distracted long enough so he cannot go back to his hotel room. And why? Because Drew is planning to sneak into that room and tear it apart, looking for anything he can use as leverage against Brennan. It is a bold move, and honestly, it feels a little desperate. I sit there watching, just clutching my pearls, wondering how on earth they think they can pull this off without things going horribly wrong. The more I think about it, the more I feel like this plan is doomed to fail. Jack Brennan is no fool. He is a sharp, strategic man, and I highly doubt he is going to just blindly drink whatever Ava hands him. If Ava fails to drug him, Brennan is going to walk right into that hotel room and catch Drew red-handed. And let us not forget about Nina Reeves. Nina and Brennan have been growing so close lately, sharing secrets and building this deep bond. What if Nina is the one who walks in and catches Drew? Can you imagine the fallout? Drew is facing a mountain of obstacles in this mission, and I am on the edge of my seat wondering who is going to bust him. The suspense is absolutely killing me, and I just know this is going to blow up into a massive scandal that will shake the whole town. Now, I need to talk about something that truly breaks my heart. Sweet Trina Robinson and her lovely boyfriend Kai Taylor are being watched. After everything Trina's been through, all the trauma and the heartache, she finally found a little slice of happiness and success with her music projects. But now there is a creepy, mysterious stalker lurking in the shadows, tracking her and Kai's every move. It makes me so angry I could spit. Why can't this poor girl just have a moment of peace? Knowing that someone is out there, hiding in the dark, obsessing over her life, sends shivers right down my spine. It feels like a dark cloud is slowly creeping over Trina's sunny days, and I just want to wrap her up in a warm blanket and protect her from the evil in this world. What terrifies me the most is the stalker's true motive. This twisted individual does not just want to watch Trina. They want to completely eliminate her boyfriend. Kai is in mortal danger, and he probably does not even realize it yet. The thought of this stalker planning to hurt or even kill Kai just to get him out of the picture is sickening. I am so deeply worried for Kai's safety, but I am even more worried about what this will do to Trina's heart if she loses someone else she cares about. She has endured so much loss already, and I honestly do not know if her spirit could take another devastating blow. We are just waiting for the other shoe to drop, watching helplessly as this dangerous plan is slowly set into motion. But here is where the story takes a truly wild and ironic twist. If Kai actually gets hurt or killed by this stalker, the blame might fall squarely on the shoulders of Willow Kane. Now, I have to be honest with you, I find this completely fascinating. Willow has been going down a very dark path lately, getting tangled up in hospital board politics and even making people think she might try to permanently silence Drew to protect her own secrets. She has committed her fair share of shady deeds and somehow managed to walk away tangent-free every single time. So if Willow ends up being falsely accused of attacking Kai, I cannot help but feel like karma has a very funny way of coming around. It would be entirely fitting for her to finally face the music, even if it is for a crime she did not actually commit. As I look at all these pieces on the chessboard, I am just overwhelmed by the sheer amount of drama, power struggles, and heartbreak heading our way. From Carly's desperate attempts to protect her secret agent daughter, to Curtis fighting for his life in a prison cell, to the terrifying stalker threatening